Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's the time of the year again, PS4 collection video. You might notice the video is a lot shorter this year. That's because I did not plan to do it at the first. There are a lot of things going on in my life which I need to take care. Therefore, I cannot find time to do it. However, the other day I was thinking PS4 collection is kind of like the channel's tradition. I decided let's do it, and I want to do it differently. First, I'm still going to show you my entire PS4 collection as you see in the video right now. However, instead of me sitting behind the camera and reading each game title, I want to talk why I collect PS4 games and why I build this huge collection. Then I will talk about what my next step is, since we are in the end of PS4 life cycle. Also, what my ultimate goals are. Am I going for a complete PS4 collection? What am I going to do with this huge collection? Am I going to play all the games in my collection? If we have some time left, I will also answer some most asked questions. Alright, let's start with why I collect PS4 games. It actually had something to do with this channel. I started this channel in 2016. At that time, there's one type of video which was very popular. You guessed it? That is PS4 collection video. Therefore, I decided that is something I want to do. However, there's one issue. I cannot show my PS4 collection in weekly or monthly base. Unless I add 100 PS4 games every week or every month. That's not realistic. I was thinking, since I buy a lot of games every month, why not just do unboxing at the same time? That is how I started this channel. There's one thing I want to clarify. I always see people ask me why I unbox all the games. Why don't I do day one unboxing? The truth is, this channel never intends to be the channel which does day one unboxing. First of all, not everyone buys game at day one. There are a lot of people like me who wait for price to drop. What I'm trying to do is providing a reference video for people who is going to buy games later on. They can check what it includes in the case, when DLC code is going to expire, and the overview of the game. Day one unboxing might bring some traffic, but it's hit or miss. Also, it's too costly. Therefore, it's never part of my plan. Just want to clarify this popular question I have always been asked. Let's get back to the story of my PS4 collection. After I decided that I want to do PS4 collection video, here's another challenge I was facing. There are hundreds if not thousands people show their PS4 collection on YouTube. For a small channel like mine, how can I stand out so I can catch people's attention? I realized that I need to have some crazy number out there. If average people have 50 games in their collection, I must have 100 to 150. I need to keep growing my collection, making sure I stay ahead of the game. This is how I end up building this huge collection. I recall during the first 3 years, whenever I saw there was a deal, I would just buy the game without even looking into it, because I need to build my PS4 collection as huge as possible in the fast way. That's why you always see there are some games in my backlog which I don't intend to play. Also, I always see people leave a comment says why I have so many garbage games in my collection. My first reaction is, what you are talking about? I only bought FIFA once and never bought NBA 2K, Madden NFL or NHL, those sports titles. Where are the garbage games you are referring to? Okay, just kidding. I don't like those sports titles, but I don't think they are garbage. Everyone has different tastes, so I respect that. However, I do get what those comments mean. There are a lot of not very well-known games in my collection. Some games might have issue here and there. Also, not every game is cup of your tea, so I got it. I admit I choose quantity over quality at one point. The fact is, those people still click the video and watch it because of that huge number. That's all it matters, and it's what I intended to do. That's also why I built this huge PS4 collection. However, things changed in 2019. I will say 2019 is a turning point. That is the year I started looking into my huge backlog. I first looked into my PS3 backlog. There were 20 to 30 games in my PS3 backlog at that time. You know how long it would take if I want to finish all of them. If I only played PS3, it would take roughly 10 months. I look at my huge PS4 collection and I think this is probably going to take 10 years. That is the moment I realized that I need to hit the brake and slow down. I decided I'm not going to buy those games which I have no interest to play. Even for the games I'm interested, I will wait for the price drops to $15 or even lower. If the game sold out is sold out, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I need to stop chasing that number, especially I have a pretty huge PS4 collection already. In 2020, I have exact 400 PS4 games, and 2 years later, I still do not reach 500 yet. I definitely slowed down a lot in the past 3 years. I recall in 2020, I didn't buy any games in 9 months. I focused on clearing my backlog. I finished a lot of games, but my backlog was still very huge. Backlog is no joke. If you own a huge amount of games, it will take longer than you expect to finish all of them. I don't want to be like the guy who just bought the games to collect. I'm not going to deny there are some games in my collection mainly for collecting. However, that's rare. I still want to finish most of my games, unlock all the trophies and achievements. This is actually one of my ultimate goals. Next, let's talk about what my next step is. We are in the end of PS4 life cycle. I think due to backward compatibility and the PS5 shortage, we will probably still see a lot of games come to PS4 in the next 2 years. My guess is it will start fading away in 2025. That means I will keep growing my PS4 collection until then. A lot of people ask me when I'm going to move to PS5. To be honest, I'm not in a hurry. I bought the PS4 Pro in the end of 2019, which was the best time to purchase it. It was right before the price skyrocketed in 2020. I expect myself spending 4 to 5 years on PS4 Pro. In that case, I might as well wait for slim model. The current model is too huge that bothers me a lot. Also, I just bought Xbox Series X this year. If there's anything I really want to play, I will just play it on Xbox Series X. Most importantly, I want to finish as many PS4 games as I can before moving to PS5. Now let's talk about what my ultimate goals are. I mentioned earlier I want to finish off my PS4 games. I know this is impossible, but I want to see how far I can push. I should be able to finish 60% of my games before moving to PS5, and the ultimate goal will be 80%. Next question is if I'm going for a complete PS4 collection. The answer is definitely not. Not only it will cost a lot of money, but also it's against my principles. Like I said earlier, I don't want to buy games which I have zero interest to play. Therefore, you will not see Final Fantasy XIV or Elder Scrolls Online in my collection. Those are the type of games I will never play. I admit sometimes I made mistakes. I bought the games because they are cheap. Then later on I found out they are not the cup of my tea. I try my best to avoid this kind of situation these days. Because of this, there is no way I'm going for a complete PS4 collection. Also, I think it's nearly impossible to get a complete PS4 collection. During the PS4 life cycle, there are a lot of small publishers out of nowhere. They did low print publishing. This makes getting complete the PS4 collection more difficult. I believe some collectors will try to achieve it, but that's just not me. If I'm not going for a complete PS4 collection, then how many PS4 games I'm looking to add into my collection? I think 500 should be a very reasonable number. I can achieve it without even trying. Since we have at least 3 years before PS4 fully fading away, I would say 550 to 600 will be my final number. I guess my ultimate goals are getting 600 games and finishing 80% of them. Alright, let me answer some questions which people normally ask. First of all, how I can afford this big collection. I believe I talked about this in 2020. Anyway, I'm going to say it again. I have a full-time job and an income. Also, I don't buy games at full price. I always wait for good deals. Therefore, my collection doesn't cost as much as you might think. Video game is my main hobby. That's where I spend the most of my entertainment budget. In conclusion, you do need to have an income to build a huge collection. However, as long as you spend your money wisely, you can afford it without spending a lot of money. Since video game is my main hobby, do I spend most of my time playing video game? This is actually another popular question I've been asked. I do spend a lot of time on video game, but that's not the only thing I do in my spare time. Especially in the recent years, I spend a lot of time with my family. We do a lot of activities together, like hiking in the forest. Therefore, I do not spend as much time as I expected on video game. Let's probably explain why my backlog keeps growing. One more question, what is my favorite PS4 game? Favorite PS4 game? I think my answer is going to disappoint a lot of people. I don't have one actually. I play hundreds of PS4 games. There are a lot of good games I enjoy playing. However, I cannot think of one game which could be my favorite. Once I play now again, I will move to the next one. I play so many games every year. It's really hard to pick one favorite game. If I must choose one, probably Cities Skylines. That is the only game I will constantly go back to play. We are close to the end of this video. I want to say PS4 is a very special system for me. Not only it's bound with this channel, but also I have a lot of good time with this system. At this moment, I have 478 PS4 games. I don't think I will ever build a collection this huge in the future. Even when I move to PS5, I only see myself having a couple hundred games at most. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any question regard to PS4 collecting, feel free to leave a comment below. Maybe I will answer it in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.